is December 20th, 2018. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion here in the AngryMarks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Traken, and on the other end is the Phoenix Mike Santana, Mr. Mike Poland.
No, I'm not smooth tonight. Different Santana.
Yeah, not different feet. Yeah, different. I'm Santana, not...
No.
Yeah. You're Phoenix, man.
I wish I could fly like that.
Don't we all? So, there was no show last week. There was no Impact Implosion. There was an Impact last week. There's no show, thankfully, this week because it's just a best of show, which we've covered everything.
Yep. It could be our last of the year.
And you can listen to our old shows at the AngryMarks Network, which AngryMarks.com.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap plug. So.
Okay, Mick.
Yep. So I guess we got to talk about last week's show. So we started off the show with a little girl screaming.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that girl's got lungs. So, first match is a X Division qualifying match in Ultimate X at Homecoming. It's Rich Swann versus Dave Crist.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good match. Rich Swann came out in baggy pants. Oh no, that was not. He didn't come out in baggy pants. Rich Swann won with Schoolboy. Willie Mack came out for the save because OV attacked, and Willie Mack had the baggy pants.
Yeah.
It's a bag pants. So, backstage, Moose is in a shiny gold suit. He's like, Mackenzie, I got you a gift, but one of my girls stole it.
Oh, jeez.
I really do hope those two are best friends, because he is harassing her. Moose is says he's ready for cage night and isn't concerned because Eddie's still in the goddamn asylum. And then he blows Mackenzie a kiss before leaving. So Willie Mack's backstage with Rich Swann, wondering why Rich Swann is holding him back from Sammy. And Rich is like, I know Sammy. I don't want to go that route with him. You don't want to go that route either, man. Let's back off, man. So, Josh Matthews is in the ring, and it's a face-off interview with Taya Valkyrie and Tessa Blanchard.
Mm-hmm.
Taya, once again, insisting that Tessa is a coward and doesn't act like a champion acts. Tessa's like, how would you know how to champion acts? The only time you know a champion is your husband.
And he's not that good at it either. Yeah.
So they start wanting to get at each other, but they stop. And then Josh's like, well, there's another reason I got you out here. We decided on a special guest referee.
Oh, boy.
It's Kale.
Of course it is.
Then backstage, Tessa's like, I get it, guys. I get it. You're just trying to stack the deck against me. Well, I'll tell you this. If Gail gets in my way whenever that pay-per-view Homecoming, she will get run. I'll run through her. So Lucha Brothers promo talk about how they are going to beat LAX at Homecoming, and Phoenix will beat Santana tonight.
Yep.
Then we get a Su Yung and Alley promo. I really could not hear what they said because too much light effects, and they were whispering.
Yes, they were.
I was like, okay. I can't hear you. You might want to speak up. So, Louder! GWN Moment of the Week. It is Ultimate X at Bound for Glory 2009. With the Amazing Red winning the show and Daniels looking like he damn near broke his neck. whatever spot he took. Yeah, he looked like he killed himself.
Yep.
So, LAX segment. Ortiz and Santana are looking at their videos on their phones, and he's like, God damn, stop. Conan's like, God, stop looking at your phones. Look, you want to be like this with Lucha Brothers? You know what? You're going to wrestle without me. So it's time for the best match of the night. Phoenix versus Santana, and holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, first, Don Callis talks about how Conan is the biggest legend in Lucha Libre history. I'm like, El Santo would like to have a word from you from heaven.
Mil Mascaras.
Mil Mascaras, too, other people. El Santo got movies made out of him, so. Rey Mysterio. There's bigger legends than Conan. There was not really some nice spots here. Phoenix doing the rope walk into a kick to the face of Santana, who was hanging on the ropes. It was Santana delivering an alley-oop and then rolling him up into another powerbomb.
Mm-hmm.
Then Phoenix tries his Muscle Buster driver finisher. Santana reverses into a roll-up, which only gets 2 counts. Then Phoenix hits it and gets a 3 count in a great match.
Yep, a great match that will set up their match at Homecoming on January 3rd.
Yep. Backstage interview with Killer Cross. He talks about everything being a matter of perspective and still thinks Johnny needs his help. Johnny Impact shows up and says, I don't want anything to do with you. And Cross says, last week, you couldn't even protect your wife.
Ooh.
And Johnny starts choking him, and Johnny says, Yes, that's the Johnny that could beat Cage. And Johnny lets him go and says, Stay away from... Yes. Johnny lets him go and says, stay away from us. And Cross laughs. Then we get Kira Hogan backstage as like, I've had to realize that Allie is gone now, and all that's left of her is a soulless shell of herself. So it's time to fight.
She's not a strong enough character for this storyline.
No, she is not. Then we get another Shady Acre segment, which I thought Eddie Edwards would be a part of. He's not, thank God. But more Raven, as he's playing chess with the dude. And then Eli Drake shows up, and he says, oh, hey, piss water. There's some over there. Go get some more. Go get some more over there. So Eli talks about Joseph Park. Tommy Dreamer, he says, I'm the last of a dying breed because of guys like you. And I can't wait for you to die. People like you to die. And Raven's like, are you staying for lunch? Which Drake says, no, I'm not staying for lunch. I'm going to beat Abyss. And you better watch the pay-per-view to watch your creation die. And Raven's like, we don't get pay-per-views here. And then, and then Drake messes up the board and stuff and gets in his face, and Raven's like, hey, orderlies, he knocked over the board. So the orderlies have to take out Eli Drake. And he's like, I will beat him. Oh.
Main event time.
Yeah. So no, not main event time. Desi Hit Squad time, as they're in a hotel.
God.
They're here to be. All 3 of them are here to meet Scarlett. She shows up. She says, "Hey, you want to be on top of my list? There were 2 guys who were on top of my list, but they haven't been for a while. So if you beat them, that would be really great. KM and Falaba." So they agree. Mm-hmm. And then main event time, as Moose takes on Brian Cage. This is a good match, most of the way. Desi Hit Squad thing, and oh no, I forgot a match. God damn. Jordan Grace losing to Ruby Reyes. It was a
Oh, she
forgettable
beat
match.
Ruby.
Yeah, Jordynne Grace wins over Ruby Reyes. Beat her with Vader Bomb. This was a meh match. Didn't
There
main.
was another match to put over Jordynne Grace.
Yep. And talk about how scheming Katarina is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so main event time as Moose takes on Brian Cage. I think I've said that several times. So Moose hits a go to hell 2 count. Sloppy powerbomb by Cage at one point. Thankfully, Moose is okay. And the match starts to get good, but then Eddie Edwards in a hospital gown attacks.
Oh, goody.
So, yeah, it causes a DQ. He gets his kendo stick after having to look for it for a little bit. Hits Moose with it. Eddie tries to pile drive Moose onto the floor, but Moose runs. Eddie ends up making ring angels in the ring. I give the show a B. I would have maybe given it an A, but those last 2 matches and that Daisy Hit Squad segment just...
Yep, they're doing a good build to the pay-per-view so far. And I'm looking forward to talking about that in the next show we do in a couple weeks.
And let's see if there were any news. Was there really any news? Not really.
Nope.
Ratings were kind of good. Were good. They were stable.
Yep.
And, well, that is it for... Is there anything you want to sell?
Not this week.
There will not be a show next week, but I will be able to tell you next week next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, there will be the induction of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 2001.
The Jim Carrey one.
Yes, I am 3/4 of the way done, and I am about to get to the part where I start cursing at this film.
You're me, Mr. Draken.
I am very much, I've been very calm for this movie. I've been trying to avoid it, but there's one thing that's going to bug me. That's going to bug the shit out of me.
That's the same thing that bugs Blade Braxton.
Oh, no, you'll see what it is. You'll all see what it is. It is, some people may say it's minor, some others will say it's kind of big, since it is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and there's a certain point in the movie where it's supposed to be the town people after seeing their town get wrecked by the Grinch, and on the outside you wouldn't know that the Grinch stole Christmas. Because all the tree's still up, and all the outside ornaments are still up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he didn't steal Christmas. You would think that they just had a blackout on Christmas Day here.
Yep.
They stole all the in shit, but the outside shit, yeah, no, they didn't take that. I stole Christmas. No, you only stole half of Christmas. You stole presents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get to that when I get to it. But until that says Miley, we are going to walk and head to bed.
Good night, everybody.